Okay. There as a part of that, we discussed about multiple indexing concepts on different type of ND-array object. That is a topic number one today. So there I will cover it. 1D indexing, how to do it, 2D indexing, how to do it, and 3D, that is called ND indexing, how to do it, we will discuss. This is a very, very important point. Then it is very easy for you, no problem at all. Next, we discuss about the another area, another topic in the same class. We go for next concept is slicing. Slicing concept, slicing concept on ND array. This is what very difficult. Slicing up to 1D it is easy. Slicing on 2D, 3D, ND is very difficult. That you must be so careful enough. And next we will enter into the advanced indexing and slicing concept and slicing concept on ND array. It's very, very complicated again. Okay. So next, there we will go for next, if time permits, we'll go for a filtering ND array. That is called filtering. Filtering, there is nothing but Boolean concepts and number of approaches, I'll tell you. So first we will concentrate on these topics. Let us start the first topic called indexing concept on ND array. So let us start with indexing. Come in, come in. So indexing concept on ND array we will talk. Already in our concepts, in our Python environment, we learned about what? Indexing. Did you remember that? Indexing concept we discussed or not? Yes. So let us start about indexing. What is the meaning of indexing? What is the use of that? The purpose of indexing concept is to get a single value from iterable object, str object. So don't tell cow SS here, okay? So to get iterable object, not only str object. So you remembered beginning days, and you are carrying the same thing only. To get single element from iterable object is called indexing. So ND array object is what here? Iterable object. From that object, I will get a indexing. So I'm writing indexing concept. Already I was explained so perfectly in my classes of Python already. And I hope that other students also may be knowing the indexing concept. Okay. So in tomorrow or day after tomorrow, once if I get a confirmation from the online admin, I'm ready to post my notes for every student, which is already I made it ready just to upload only. I made it already ready. These parts are ready with me, my dear students. All the students in online. Part 1 and part 2. For other batch students, this notes is most useful to you. There you will come across all the total notes in the class. So I'm going to write it. Indexing, the process of obtaining single value, single value from iterable object. Iterable object is called what? Indexing. Indexing. So iterable object can be what? Any object contains more than one value is called iterable object. Any object contains a single value that is known as non-iterable object. Non-iterable object, length of iterable object length is greater than 0. Non-iterable object length is less than 0 now. Great knowledge is there. Girls are having more knowledge. Niల్చోబెట్టు and వెనక. Stand back side. Straight like that. So sit down. Next time don't come late. So coming to the point back, iterable object length is greater than 0. Non-iterable object length is not there. First of all, not there. When I'm saying greater than 0, you are saying less than 0. This is very bad. When I'm saying greater than 0, you will say reverse. Huh? They will ask you who is your faculty, you will tell my name. Very sad. So non-iterable object does not contain length. Iterable object contains length. So remember that, try to be something unique. So what will be the syntax for getting this type of index? So today our concept is ND array. ND array object is also called ndarray object is what object? So we know that, we know already, we know that ndarray object, an object of, an object of ndarray, that is called class numpy dot, numpy dot ndarray. NumPy dot ndarray is a class. An object of ndarray class is belongs to what? Iterable. Belongs to iterable. So that is iterable object. So we can apply the indexing concept on ndarray can be applied in two ways. On ndarray object, on ndarray object, we can apply, we can apply, we can apply indexing operation in three ways. In three ways. What are those three ways? I'm going to write it. Number one, first one is what? Indexing operation on, indexing operation on 1D. Indexing operation on 1D. Second one is called what? Indexing operation on 2D. Indexing operation on 2D. Next is called what? Indexing operation on, hmm? Very good. So I thought that you are going to tell 3D. Like that 4D, 5D, 10D, evening it is 24D. Problem. These are good boys. So what is that? ND or 3D? Good girls also. Right? So 3D or ND? So that N here can be 2D, 3D, even 4D also you can take it. Now I'm going to write it. Indexing operation on 1D. So 1D I'm going to write it. Syntax I'll write it. Majorly concept is important. Only concept if you remember and if you go to interviews, job will not be coming. Job will be coming when you are going to do some coding. You remember always in the interview, when you go to interview like your exam preparation, you will get memo. Companies will not give memo. Companies will give payslip for doing the task in companies. That's why you need to go for what? With the coding, you need to go. To the exam, you need to go with OSA. To the company, you need to go with a skill set of the coding. So I'm going to write the 1D indexing operation on 1D syntax, followed by 2D operation syntax, 2D indexing operation syntax. Like that, I will go for almost all sorts of indexing things. So here I'm going to write the second one, indexing operation on 2D, indexing operation on, here I will write it, ND I will write it, ND. So let us start with the indexing operation on 1D. What is this? If you go to our original days, strings you take it, strs you take it, next you take it as a list you take it, all sorts of sequence data types, list data types, plus which data type? Sequence data type, listed data types, indexing can be done, and set data type, no indexing can be done because there is it won't maintain the order. This is an unordered collection sets. On sets, we cannot perform index can be 1D array. Of course, this is I need not write. If you want, I can write it. Is an object of, is an object of class, class numpy dot ndarray, ndarray. There I'm going to write it. Here, index can be either positive index, either a positive or negative. You know, Python provides two types of indices. Two types of indices. Number one, positive indices, negative indices. Positive indices starts from where? 0 to length of that iterable object minus 1. And the negative indices starts from where? Minus of len of iterable object to minus 1. Minus 1. A sample copy you might understood already in my case. So if we go to any of the subject of it, any one of the subject, In the data types time only, you learned it. In the data types, for example, you take sequence data type, diagrammatic representation of str data type. This part is so beautiful diagram. So this is the Python, S is equal to Python. How this Python stored? It is storing each value is containing one location. 0th location, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting point is this, ending point, length of strobj minus 1. And the negative index is starts from this minus 1. And this one is having what? Minus of what? len of strobj. And I need not repeat the same diagram again. I hope that other batch students also maybe know this kind of diagrammatic representation. If not, I will post my notes. That time you can go through it. So let us come out of that. Let us come out of that. Here, 1D array object is this one, and index can be either positive or negative. So I'm going to take up the examples here. So here I'm going to give you the syntax. Examples I'm giving in the form of HTML notation. Are you opening that HTML notations properly? Good. Online students, is this syntax is clear? Confirm it. So this is not a big deal. It's well looking like a regular Python class only. So let us move to the further. Let us move to the further. Go to the Jupyter notebook here. Let us go to the Jupyter notebook. There I'm going to enter. So here, first I will create what? To do this indexing and slicing operation, I must create an object of what? ndarray. I must create an object of ndarray. Go to this now. I will go to this. How many ways are there to create an object of ndarray? How many ways are there to create an object of ndarray? At least minimum you need to tell 15 plus. 15 plus approaches you need to tell. Okay now? 15 plus approaches, or more than that. Or don't know anything. If you don't know anything, better you pack your luggage and give me once. I will drop you in Begumpet railway station. You take Assam train and go. So go to the place. Now I'm going to enter. See, without knowing the syntaxes and without knowing anything, if you come, it is almost waste only. Okay? Don't try to remember only function names. If you know syntaxes, you are a beautiful student. And remembering syntaxes is not a big deal. It's a easy. One time you read, not remembering. Second time, 5 times you read. Even a student who don't know anything also will remember. And memorize. Close the book and memorize 1 or 2 times. Definitely will remember. Okay, remember this. Now I'm going to create an object of end array with dimension dimension 1 with a dimension 1. Are you following me now? Create with a dimension 1. Hmm. Import numpy as alias name. A is equal to np dot array of, I'm going to write it, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. This is called a list of values I'm converting into end array. So there I'm going to write it. Print of content of A. Content of end array. End array A. There I'm going to write it print of A. Now I'm going to write a dimension of what, dimension of A is equal to, come on, A dot ndim, A dot ndim. So I got it. Remember students, if I'm having the dimension 1, definitely you have what? With one index, you can get the data. If I have dimension 2, with the 2 indices, I will get the data. If I have dimension 3, you will get 3 indices, you will get the data. I will just remember this simple blind rule. You will get it. And students, already you know a small diagram for other batch students I am writing. This is my data which is available with me. The value called 10, the value 20, the value 30, the value 40 and 50 and next 60, 70, 80 and then what? 90. This is my data. And your indices starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, 6, 7, what? 8. These are all called what, mom? Positive indices. What is the step? Beautiful. Plus 1. 0 plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, like that. Which direction? Yes. This you already wonder in the class. Whether you wonder or not, but I explained wonderfully for you. With all cases, case 1, case 2, case 3, super knowledge I gave you. That is the beauty of success to get in the Python. And at the same time, since it is having like this, minus 1, minus 2, etc. But you start always with what? Minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. One day, my sir said that negative starting index is what? Minus of len of iterable object plus 1. No, len of iterable object only. Minus of len of iterable object. What is the length of my iterable object? 9. Minus 9 onwards it will start. What is the ending value? Negative side? Minus 1. Which direction? Forward direction. Some people will say negative direction. Out of order. Positive. This is called what? Forward direction. Why? Plus 1 is the default step or not? Minus 9 plus 1. Minus 8. Minus 8 plus 1, etc. This is the one we are going to have. Which direction? And you have seen practically in the classes. Okay. So this kind of diagrammatic approach, this is called a negative indices, positive indices. Why two types of indices are there? For flexibility purpose to get my data at any point of to get my data quickly. For that purpose, these two types of indices are given. Understand this point? Right. What is the index of 10? 0. What is the index of 50? 4. Index of 90? 8. Index of 90 in negative side? Minus 1. Index of 40 in negative time? Index of 10 in negative side? So how many ways are there to get the data from iterable object? One is by using positive indices. One more by using, yes. Is it clear? So can you answer my question? What is my content? A 1D iterable object of, I will pass what value? Index. That index can be what index? Positive index, or it can be negative index. If I pass any index which is invalid, suppose I'm passing the index as 100. Do you have an 100 index here? You will get beautiful. Already how well we are in the indexing, how well we are in the error management. We are super. All error names in the exception handling, how well you developed the project version oriented exceptions also you developed. We developed our own errors also now. Like, so even the exception handling not covered in our any other batches, we will cover that kind of part. So if I write a minus 100, there is no negative index is also available, which will give you in both the cases which error. Right. How to get the output, how to get the error, what error will come in which case what output will come. You need to learn all the ways. Come on now, get, get an element, get an element 20 with what index? Positive index. Which index? Positive index. I will just carry this syntax. I'll just carry this syntax and I'll try to post it here. This is a syntax for 1D. Tell me quickly. Print of A of, come on, 1, 1. So you are going to get the element called 20. Now get the element minus 20 with which index? Negative index. Come on, I forget. A of minus 8. A of minus 8. It is very simple. Now next I'm going to ask you, get the first element, get the first element of 1D array with the positive index. Come on. A of 0. A of 0. Yes, got it. Get the first element of 1D array. Get the first element of 1D array with what index? Negative index. In general. Who is that minus 1 set? Go to home. Come on. Muddu, who said that first student is a minus 1? Minus 1 is the first element. Huh? Is a back element that is. So in general, In particular, if you want to get it, a of what? Minus 9. Because you know the length of it, you are going to use it. You are going to use it. You are going to use it. But I don't know length. How I know that it is a 10 or 11 or 12? I don't know. But I can easily find out. What is that? Say, 1 minute you see. You see strictly LEN of A. How do you find out? 9. One more kind of thing is what? A dot what? Size. Also gives you what? 9. So if I write it, 9 is going to be the positive value. We are writing like this. What is the value coming? One more way is what here? LEN of A. What is the value coming? And what I am trying to say is, if I want one task, the task related code you need to generate. That is called getting intelligence. In software industry, to get the job, you require a code generative skill required. Code generative skill required. That is what every NIT, IIT students' main importance is focusing on. Their skill of problem solving, right? What we do, we will buttify over the night and we will mug up, and next day we will dump in the exam paper. Additionals we will write. They will not write that type of theoretical question. They will get application based questions will come. And those IITs organizations will go to MNCs. They will project by themselves. We have this kind of resource for you. We are going to have this is my exam pattern. We are conducting application based questions. Our student strength is this one. Why our colleges are not projecting anything? Same question is coming every year. Over the night, we will collect the question paper. We will buttify all the questions. Any question is coming, same answer, mixing and coming and writing everything. That is our standard. That's why they are not able to go to any MNC. Okay. So now I'm going to enter into, I want to go for, okay, negative index is coming. In general, I want to get it. Now I'm asking some questions. Everybody try to answer. 1D array with a negative index. In general, I don't know length. I don't know length. Come on, answer. A of minus of what? LN of A. LN of A. Is it 10 is coming or not? One more tell me. One more tell me in other way around. Already you learned attributes now. Attributes you learned or not? How many? How many? ND array object dot size. ND array object dot ndim. ND array object dot d type. ND array object dot shape. One more. You remember that. అది నేను గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవద్దని చెప్పాను. బట్ యు ఆర్ రిమెంబరింగ్. సైకాలజీ వద్దు అని చెప్పాను. నో నో ఐ విల్ రిమెంబర్. సో psychology that is. Okay, no problem. It's a good. So in general, another way, tell me. A of minus of A dot size. A dot size of. So that is also going to give you. So yes, square bracket. That is also going to give you the value called 10 or not. Last and final. I'm going to get it. Asking, get the last element of which array? 1D array object with which index? Negative index. Come on. Print of A of minus 1. A of what? Minus 1. Will give you what element? 90. This is a 90. In general, positive index. In general, positive index, I want to get it. I am writing here with a positive index in general. Come on. A of print of course. A of LN of A minus 1. LN of A minus 1. Are you following me? Yes, this is going to be given like this. Got it. In other way round, also I will write it. What is the, I forget ma? A dot size minus 1. A dot size minus 1. Also gives you what value? Last value. So first, last with positive, first to last with negative. These four corners, if you are perfect, indexing is easy. Now, all of a sudden, I am writing A of LEN of A. I am writing. What the LEN of A is going to be given? 9. But how many elements are there? 0 to 8 only will be there. Do you have ninth index there? Now, which is going to give you which error? Index error. Index error. Index 9 out of bounds, which is not possible to get it. Access, don't worry. Access, don't worry. I will explain here. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is called what axis? Z-axis also we will learn it. X-axis already you learned. Y-axis you learned it already in our school days. Now we are learning what also? X-axis. What is axis 0? What is axis 1? This is one confusing topic is there in Python. You are going to learn in NumPy. I'm going to tell. So there is an axis. There is an axis, there is a access. There are two words are there. I will give you perfect explanation for you. Access and access concept. This is going to give you which error? Index error. One more also I will write it. Print of a of minus 10. Minus 10 is also not there. That is also going to give you what? Index error. Positive side index error is there. Negative side also what is available? Index error is available. Clear or not clear? Yes. Online students, up to here, is it clear? So, Suraj, IND error, don't give my dear students. IND error means India error, right? It is. So, please give all of you clear cut knowledge of it. Don't try to express our laziness when you are going to answer it. Index one minus 2 minus 3. What is this? Negative row indices, because when the indexing concept is going on 1D, 2D, 3D, na, you'll get much confusion. When you go to slicing, 50% people will luggage bag is ready. So be careful. That's why talk. What is this now? 0th column, first column, second column. Hmm. Minus 1 column, minus 2 column, minus 3 column. What is this 0, 1, 2 are called? Positive indices of our rows. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 are called what? Negative indices. Positive indices of what? Columns. Positive indices of columns. What is this minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 are called? Negative indices of columns. Right, good, good. Now the same thing, you can keep it into this matrices are nothing but list in list only. Matrices are nothing but what? List in list only. My dear student, only this is going to be the list in that 10 and the next is called 20. This is called 1 minute. I will go to, this is going to be like this. Here I am writing 10, 20, 30. Try to be carefully, try to understand. This is 10, 20, 30. This is called what? 40, 50, 60, 60. Next is called what? 70, 80, 90. This is called a ndarray object actually. This is called what? 0th index is called a row. This is called the first. This is called the second. Am I correct? This is called what? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. What is this minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 are called? Right. Now I am going to take up each and every, this is called one index. This is called one inner list. This is internally having 0, 1 and 2. What is this now? Right. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is called what? Negative indices. Again for this also what will be there? 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Same thing 0, 1, 2. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This concept I was explained in the list in list diagram I was explained. Why I explained? Because you will come to know here. That time to feel more easy. This I was explained in the data types time only this diagram was explained. Did you remember? So these are acting as what? Rows. of positive and negative, these are acting as what? Columns. Understand? Now, tell me students, suppose if you feel much difficult about this diagrammatic representation, leave this part. And easily if you want to plot it, you concentrate on this area. Now I want to access the element called 30. Now I want to access the element called 30. Is it one dimension or two dimension? Come on, look at what is the row? One. What is the column? Yes. In order to access the 2D array element, two indices required. What is the first index? Row. What is the second index? Come on, how do you write the first mechanism? A of 1 and then 1. A of 1 and 1. A of 1 will give you this complete. And of 1 means what? This value will be coming. Are you following me now? A of 1, 1. One more way is what, ma? With negative indices, tell me. A of what? Minus 2 and what? Minus 2. Minus 2. Of what you can write? Minus 2. Minus 2. Minus 2 will give you this complete row, and of minus 2 will give you which element? Intersection element. Is it clear? One more way you can write, ma. A of what? 1 you can write and positive row, and you can write what? Minus 2 also you can write. A of what you can write? Minus 2 you can write. Of 1 you can write it. And these many ideas are there in the brain. Automatically you are a good student. Thinking power is more. Are you following? So how many ways are there to access my elements? Four ways. Actually, two indices are there. 2 into 2 multiplied, it is called four ways you can go for it. If it is a three things are there, you are having 3 into 3, there are multiple ways are there to do it. Can I go to this now? My requirement, last and final requirement, online students, please get it. Other batch students, take care about it. And don't feel when I'm calling other batch student, my concern is about other batch students only. Because this example I already taught to the existing students. Now I want to access 90. 90. Come on, 90. Come on. A of 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2. You can also write it as A. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Not that one. One more way I'm saying 2 comma 2, like this also you can write in a single bracket. You can write 2 comma 2. You can write in 2 comma 2. What you are saying I understood, you know, good, appreciating. One more way, instead of writing two braces, you can write in single brace 2 comma 2. You can write. Are you following? Another way please. A of minus 1 and a minus 1. Minus 1 of what? Minus 1. You can also write it as what? A of minus 1 minus 1 you can write. Another way you can know positive, negative, negative, positive. You know that combinations. Shall I go to the example now? Yes. Online students, is it clear, mom? Is it clear about that? Come on, for my satisfaction. What should I write it now? Come on. Syntax you have seen, na? Come on, tell me. 2D array. Come on. Row index, come on, row index, square bracket, column index, or you can also write it as, if you want to take it, one more kind of syntax. This is one way you can write. One more syntax you can write. Instead of writing two square brackets, you can say what? Column index. So here I can write it. Here I can write it. As I said you this one, here also I am writing. This is a 2D represents what? 2D represents here. Yes. 2D array represents. This is a 2D represents object of like that. Here index can be either positive or negative. And the same kind of example you can take it. Here row index and column index can be true, positive or negative, or what? Both. Both also you can use. Both also. If we enter invalid index of row index or column index, we'll get which error? Index error. So these syntaxes are important. Concept, if you remember, if you buttify and go, job will not be coming. Only you are eligible to write only exams. Exams writing is already completed. Tickets are ready. Again, buying the new ticket is no use. Right? So let us move to the example part. Now I'm going to enter into these two things now. Indexing on 2D I'm going to apply. So let us start this indexing. So let us apply now. I'm going to take a create an array, import NumPy. I will go on asking the questions, you try to answer. Remember it. So A is equal to np dot array of, I'm going to take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90 of dot reshape of 3 comma 3. So did you understand this reshape? How many ways are there to reshape my ND array? Two ways. One is by using reshape of, one more is by using shape attribute. Reshape function present in where? Reshape function present in where? Wrong answer. ND array. ND array. That is almost out of order. If you say NumPy, it is out of order. A dot reshape of 3 comma 3. What is A? ND array. Then what is the use of attending my class? NumPy. NumPy లేదంటే ND array. ND array NumPy. ND array NumPy. So no clarity about it. That's why practicing is important. Generally, everybody will think that everything present in NumPy. NumPy contains the class called what? NDRA. In the NDRA class, there is a reshape. Some functions belongs to the class NDRA. Some of them present in the NumPy. So NumPy module is a collection of global variables, functions, classes. What is the class name? NDRA. The one and only one class is called NDRA, whose object is allowing us to store 1D, 2D, ND. So what is the question is coming in interview point of view? How do you organize arrays in Python? Using list or using NDRA now? Using, why? There are advantages I said you. That advantages you have to represent. Okay. So I am going to print it. Content of A I am going to print. Dimension of A I am going to print. Dimension of A I am going to print it. So this is my data. Now I will ask you, since I have two dimensions, definitely rows dimensions are there, column dimensions are available. So try to remember and then answer it. Get an element, get an element 30 with all possibilities, with all possibilities, with all possibilities, with all possibilities. I'm going to say, come on, ma. A of how many dimensions? Two dimension. How many indices? Two. What is the first index? Row index. Next, tell me. 30 kada? 30. 30. 30 means which row? 0th row. If I say 0th row, what is coming? All the row, 0th row elements are coming. I don't want the 0th row. I want the one value. What is the next? 2, which will give you the value called what? 30. 30. One more way I will write it. Print of, I will take it, or I will write one more way. Come on. Print of come on, minus 3 of minus 1. Minus 1. It is also going to give the same or not? Next, I will go to the next. Another combination I want to take it. Come on. Of what here? 2. 2, come on. Yes, you will get it. 30. Next, I will go to one more way. One more way. What is the next? Come on. 0, comma, minus 1. That is also going to give you the same thing. Are you okay? Right. Next, another way, because this you know already. So I'm not leaving you simply. You can write simply called what? 0, comma 2. 0, comma 2. This also I'm writing here minus. This also I'm writing here minus, comma. Remove these two braces like this also you can write it. Are you getting the same answer or not? Yes. Is it clear? Right, online students, are you okay? Is it comfortable? What is this Razu? 0, comma minus 10 now. You write minus 1000 also. So 0, comma minus 1000 to minus 25,000 you write it. So you will be getting problem. Is it clear? So minus 10 now. Come on. So how minus 10 idea is coming, my dear student Razu? So now I will go to last and final. Print this data once again. Here I will go to last and final. Print of what? A. -1. -1 means you are a good boy. But your chart window says -10. That's why I'm commenting on your things. Because if any student says wrong, I will highlight it. Because when I highlight now, student will be alert. Something like when you do mistake, whoever show our mistake, they are really our well-wishers. Correct? Generally, when you say what is OS, operating system, your sir will not say anything. They'll say, "Oh, very good boy," they will say. But I'll say waste candidate, I will say. Once if I say, you'll be alert. Okay, sir should say good boy like that. What is OS? It is a system software which will provide services during the program execution and take the services back when the program execution completed. Or in simple word, it's an interface between user and program means go to home. It is a program and then computer hardware. A person selling samosa outside here. Hey, why are you laughing there? Eating samosa is very important when you refresh it. Between the samosa selling person and my Windows 11 OS, why he operating system require? Will he tell to OS is my samosa is good or not like that? No, no. If that person write any Python program, between that Python program and my program execution, my OS is required. No, you don't laugh. Listen very seriously. I'm not joking here. I'm telling that example also through subject because you are not in touch to directly get the subject. That's why I'll quote some general example in middle of it. Okay, now. So will you tell user and computer? No, it is a blunder first of all. It is a top blunder in grammar first. It is the interface between program and computer hardware. That is the correct answer. When I am correcting you, you just remember in the brain. If you still go to your dog tail concept means we cannot do anything else. Let's come. So I will go to last and final. I want to get it 60. 60 I want to get it quickly. 60. Get get the element. Get the element 60. 60. Only one possibility. A of, come on, print of A of 1 and what 2. A and 2. So got it or not? Last and final A of negative indices, you tell me. A of -2, comma, -1, -1. Okay, close the bracket. Close the bracket. Easy. Easy. Right, come on. It is completed. There is no doubt in that you are getting it. Okay, now go to this part is clear. Now I am entering into third part of it. What is the next? ND. That ND can be a 2D. That ND can be a 3D. ND can be 4D. Now I'm going to enter. All of you carefully try to follow. Students, careful, I'm giving the diagram. For 3D I am entering. This is called my 3D matrix representation. Be careful. I'm explaining the diagrammatic representation. Try to remember. Here I'm going to have it. One matrix is there, ma. One matrix is there. 10, 20, and 30. 10, 20, 30. Here I'm having 40 and then 50 and then 60. This is called a 50 and then 60. That's all. This is called a how many rows are there? Two rows are there. Three columns are there. There is one more type of matrix is there here. That is called 15, 25 and 35. 35. Here I am going to have it. This is called something like 45 and then 55 and then 65. I am having this data. This is called what? This is called what? 2D. Sorry, 3D. 3D. Totally how many matrices are there? Two matrices are there. Each matrix contains how many rows? How many columns? This is called what? 3D. 3D. Okay? Right. This kind of matrix, id index is called what? 0. This kind of matrix index is called 0. This matrix index is called 1. Another way, this is called a -1 matrix. This is called a -2 matrix. Okay. Come on, start. This is called which row? 0th row, first row. What is this column? 0th column, first column, second column. What is this row? -1, -2. What is this now? -1, -2, -3. Okay. What is this column? What is this row? 0. What is this now? -1. What is this now? -2. What is this now? -3. -1, sorry. Yeah, -1 and very good. Next, 0th column, first column, second column. -1, -2, -3. Now, people will ask you how to access the element 50. In order to locate 50, first you have to locate in which matrix it is present. Which matrix it is present? Very good. 0. What is this 0 called? Matrix index. Matrix index. Spell out. If it is 4D, excellent. Cluster index. What is that? Very good. Matrix index. Okay, matrix index. Okay, next, row index. What is the row index? 1. Very good. Next, column index. What is the column index? 1. This will give you what? It will go to 0th index, first row, and first call. First, what is that? First column. What is the intersection element? 50. 50. Come on, how many ways? This can be written in how many ways? 6 ways you can write it. 6 ways you can write it. And the same thing you can write like this also. What is that? 0, comma, 1, comma, 1 also like this you can write. Okay, now? In negative format, you tell me, ma. Negative format quickly. -2. Who said -1? Take, go to your home. -2, -2. Come on. -1, comma what? -1, -2, -2. So if you have a projection about the diagram only, you can answer. Are you following me? You can also write happily -2, comma 1, comma 1 also you can write. You can write these many number of ways. So you take the matrix and you work on all these things. After practicing it, you close your diagram and memorize by yourself. What is the way to become perfection? Because the coding is the most important. In data science, algorithms are there. To implement the algorithm, NumPy pandas will play like anything. With a backbone for you. You take any data science student, they'll feel that they will get the job. Job will not come for them. Nobody will ask, tell me the algorithm. They will ask you, algorithm, write a code for implementing that algorithm. They will give problem and problem based algorithm you have to understand and you have to implement. Nobody will ask you push to pop algorithms in data structure stack. They will ask you polynomial evaluation using stacks. Basic stack everybody knows, even fourth class student also knows what is the stack. They will ask you what applications on stack. They will ask you applications on data science algorithms. They will ask you to implement that. This coding is important. Understand this point? Did you got it? Yes. A plus B whole square formula everybody knows, but applications of that squaring is important. Why we use it, that we have to learn it. So these many ways are there. Last and final, I want to access what value? -65. Come on. Come on. A of 1 comma 1 comma 2. 1 comma 1 comma 2. This is the first index. This is called a row index. This is called what? Column index. One more way. A of what? -1, -1, -1. Is it giving all the ways or not? Yes. If any kind of index is wrong, you will get which error? Index error. Can I prepare this? Yes. Now I'm going to prepare. How many elements totally? Come on. Naina, Muddu. So, first time is 2 into 3, 6 elements. So, next is called 2 into 3, 6 elements. Totally how many elements? 12 elements. 12 elements. After seeing the example also saying wrong. Hmm? Not careful enough. Online students go to this syntax I will go. Start. Here I will carry the syntax. Here I will write the syntax. Add some extra to this. What is this now? 3D. 3D I am writing. In 3D, come on, I forget. This is called what? Matrix. Matrix index of row index and then what? Column index. Another way is called what? Matrix index comma row index and then what? Column index. Clear? So here I am going to write it. Obviously, here I will write it. In this case, here 3D. 3D is an object of ndarray. This is called what matrix index. Matrix index can be or row index can be either a positive or negative or both. If we enter invalid index, we get what error? Index error. Am I clear about it? Yes. Online students, is a can you confirm? Is my syntax is clear for 3D? Let's go. Coming to this place now. Here I will take up this. Keep comment and then start working on it. So let's create hmm, import numpy as np, numpy as np. So go for a is equal to come on np dot array of like this I'm writing. Please look at that. I'm taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60. Now I'm going to take it 15 comma 25 comma 35 comma 45 comma 55 I am writing. 25, 35, 45, 25. And I'm going to write it 55 and then 65. So this is going to be something like this. Are you following me now? Yes. Dot what? Reshape of 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma what? 3. So what I planned and explained the diagram is like that. Hmm? Admin is asking, can we take the values dynamically? 100% you can take the values dynamically. In our Python classes, we said that. In our Python classes, we said that. What is that now? Comprehension concept. Comprehension. Comprehension. Enter list of values. Comprehension. Comprehension. In our class, now batches which are already completed. Batches which are already completed. Comprehension. So many examples. List comprehension example 3. List comprehension example 3. List. Enter the list of values separated by space. Dynamically I'm taking. I will do what? Instead of split, after that, I can write after split dot shape of what? Whatever I like it. I will get the matrix. I will enter the 12 elements and I will go for what? 3 comma 4 or 4 comma 3, 2 comma 2 comma 3. I will get what elements? Matrix I will get it. Matrix I will get it. Are you following that? So admin, whose is admin? Admin, what is your name? So admin, how this admin means I'm thinking that okay, Nagaraj, Nagaraj admin. Okay, Nagaraju. Did you understand this? This is our Python general classes. This one is going to be. So, okay, Nagaraju, because if you join on your name, I can call your name directly. Even dict also. I said dynamic values you can take in CSV files also, I said to you. Dynamic writing, dynamic reading. In CSV file, reading product ID, product name, sales, price, CSV file creation also we have done. That is useful to you in Google Play Store, employee salary report and all those things. Okay. So if we go to that examples, it is available there. If we go to any of the places, there is a CSV file, there is a dynamic write and a dynamic read. So dynamic, dynamic read, dynamic write, dynamic read. Dynamic write example, dynamic read example. So if we go to it, dynamic CSV file, dynamic CSV file create example one. If I go to it, you see how I'm going to read. Taking a list, I'm dynamically entering into that. I opened my CSV file dynamically, ends with open the CSV file and I wrote it. And this is a scenario of how to create the file CSV file dynamically. So that part we used to do it. So in CSV files concept, it is available how to create it. So if we go to our example, these are all there in our Python sessions. These are all there in Python sessions, CSV files. In that, all CSV files are there. Product. These are all called CSV file creation. How to create it dynamically. The same such a small file, I will apply in our Google Play Store, pandas level. Google Play Store CSV file is there. With how many lakhs of records are there? Thousands and crores of records can be there. In data analysis part, you will get so much of CSV files will come. Data analysis and analytics means you will get what? Total concept already we covered in our Python classes. And which is not covered, you will come across in files concept that part is. So there where I'm going to get it in our place. If you go to pandas, in the pandas, there is a data sets and we are having Google Play Store. There I'm having CSV file with a not 4 5 samples, sir, with a with a thousands of samples are available. I'll get it down here. Almost 10,842 entries are there. How to download it and how to do analysis on this area. We have to learn like anything. This is a hard click project. We have to write in resume also. I'll give description of this project and I'll write it. These are all EDA projects we can call. Not only that, e-commerce analysis project. When you go to the interview tomorrow, they will give you an EDA case study for you. They will give you this file. They will give you this file for you, and they will give some questionnaire analysis questions. They will give you. It contains how many values here? It contains almost. It is containing almost how many values are there? It is containing 10,000 entries are there. They will give you these questions. What are the questions you see? I will open here. I'll open here. These are the questions. What is this now? How many people have Mastercard as their credit card and provide and made the purchase above 50 rupees? This is the question. You need to apply on my CSV file. I need to get it. Nobody can explain except me. You face Google interviews tomorrow, you will get this. Next, how many people purchased during AM and how many people purchased during PM? Value counts. And where is my sales are increasing during AM or PM? I want to find out the analysis. Nobody, because I'm not boosting. You just inquire everywhere. When I'm saying, I need to tell to you. Because if I don't tell, you don't know. Na? I need to tell. Which since I'm doing, I'm telling to you. You verify everywhere else I'm saying. Okay now. So that anything, anywhere, whatever the platform you will come to know, you get it. Fine. Because I want to give you ultimate services for you people to in subject area. That is our credible. I want to maintain that as long as I'm teaching. So let us move to the further. So go to this area. Okay. Are you following me? How much is the largest scope is there? Yes. Next, you come to this place. Not only the RBI example, I want to find RBI example. I will give task for you as a homework. Find the inflation rate in the next coming 5 years. Economy, inflation rate. Do you know inflation rate? Do you know? Okay, no problem. You don't know anything except full forms. I know. No problem. So coming to this, because it's my responsibility to enhance your skill, provided when you attend our classes. Agreement paper is there in the beginning days. So this is called what? Which dimension? Three dimension. Now, how do you get this entire matrix? How do you get this entire matrix? A of 0. How do you get this matrix? Good. Now, I want to get this row elements only. How do you get it? A of 0, 0. How do you get this elements? Right. How do you get this row? A of 1, 1. Right or not? Yes. How do you get this row, these elements, this row elements like this, these elements like this? So for that, I will tell you slowly one by one. Shall we start now? Yes, online students, come on, ma. I want to go for straightforward. Get an element, get an element, all these things. One example, if you tell, other things are going to be easy. Get an element 60. Get an element 60 from 3D, 3D array, 3D array object. 3D means what indices? Three indices will be there. Matrix index, row index, column index. How many ways are possible? All the possible values you try to tell. Come on, ma. Yeah, quickly. Don't take much time. First, all positives you tell me. First, all positives you tell me. 0 of 1 of. Come on. 2. Very good. This is called one value. Nice. I'm going to ask you next. Be ready with all answers. Online students, you also type it in the chart window. Don't simply sit quiet and come. Print of A of A of. Come on. Come on. Minus minus 2 of. Come on. Minus 2 minus 1 of. So got confused. Negative means got confused. Minus 1 minus 2. Minus 2, okay. This is called minus 1 and minus 2. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. If you don't have that yeah, assumptions in the brain, how do you move forward? Hmm? You will assume. Over the night, you will assume. Next month, I will get software engineer job. I will do this, that, all those things. Only dreaming now. Here you apply. You apply. Start. Minus 1 and next is what? Minus 1. This is also called one more way. This is also called one more way. So got it. Next, another way, quickly. This is all negatives and positives. Okay, with a negative matrix index, other values. Come on. Minus 1 and what I will do? 2. 2 I will do. So also give the same or not. Next I will do one more. Next I will do one more. What is the next one? Here I will do what? 1. Here I will do 1. Also give the same or not. Next, last and final. Of course, there are many more ways are there. What I will do? Let it be, this is called what, 0, 0. This is called minus 1 and next minus 1. Also gives you the same thing. Next, this is called 0, 0, minus 1 and next is what? 2. Also same. Last and final, I will say like this also. What is this now? Minus 2 comma. Like this also I can write it. Are you following me? See, is many number of ways you can get it. Clear? Yes. This is called what? Come on. 3D. 3D. Like 4D also coming easy. Like 5D also coming easy. Any Ds are also coming easy or not? We have to identify what? Indices. Next, inner index. Like that matrix index also will be going for it. Are you following me? So online students, I hope that you want to see 4D ones. I will go for 4D. Instead of writing in the notes, I will mention here only. What is this now? 4D. What extra I will write it? Cluster ID, cluster index, cluster index. This cluster index I will write here also. Here also I will write cluster index. Cluster index I will write it. Here I am going to write it what? 4D. So let us go to the place. Here I am going to write it. In this place, a range of, a range of, I'm going to write it. A range of, I will go for writing 16 dot reshape of what? 2 comma 2 comma 2, 2 comma 2. I'm going to write it. So it is a dimension called what? 4. So what is this index? 0, 1, 2, 3. What is this now? Minus 3, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Obviously, this is called what? Cluster. Now what is this now? 0th matrix, first matrix. First matrix. This is minus 1, minus. Next is called what? 0, come on, 1. This is 0, 1. This is 0, 1. Negative indexes also will be there. Not following. Why? Charging is over. Huh? Look at. So, come to the point. This is called what? This is called one type of cluster. What is this cluster here? 0. This is called one more type of cluster. This is called what? 1. What is this? Minus 1, minus 2. Clusters over. What is this now here? What is this matrix? 0th matrix. What is this now? 1 matrix. What is this again? 0. What is this again? 1. What is this now? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2. Start. What is this row? 0th matrix. First. What is this now? Minus 1, minus 2. What is this now? 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2. 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2. 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2. Similarly, other things also. If I start 0, 1, minus 1 like LKG students, because already completed, no? You know this. So I think you got it. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and this is 0, 1, 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2. This is a minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2. Okay, now? Now I want to access which element? 7. I want to access the 7. Okay, start. Yeah, off. First what? 1 minute, 1 minute. How many indexes? 4. What is the first index? Cluster. Next, next, next. Columns కాదు ముద్దు. Column. ముద్దు. Row and then what? Column. What is the matrix? 0. No, no, I want what? 7. 0th cluster. Matrix. Come on. 1. All positives. 1. Next. 1. Next. 1. That's all. It will come to where? 0th cluster. First matrix. First row. First column. What is the value? 7. Coming to Telangana State. Amirpet. Naresh IT. KVR. Python class. Like that. నవ్వడం కాదు అర్థం చేసుకోవాలండి క్లోజ్అప్ అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ కాదు కమ్ టు ద పాయింట్ గౌరవ్ బికమింగ్ completely become blue, men in blue, mind blowing. Start. Get an element called what? 7. Get an element called 7. Get an element 7. 7. Start. Print of a of a of 0 of 1 of 1 of 1. Are you remembering and saying, or understanding and saying, or buttifying and saying? Huh? Really? Really? Raise your hands. I want to see your face once. I will ask one question. Okay. Feeling more easy. Now next will come. Cinema will come. HD cinema you will see. 7. Clear? Easy or difficult? Easy. Okay. Nice. Now I will go to from this place. I want to, they will give a task for you. Get all primes entered. Get all primes from this ND array. Get all primes. Get all even numbers. Get all odd numbers. Get all multiples of 5. Get all multiples of 7. You will get this type of questions only. Sit in front of interviewer. You will get NumPy questions like this only. You will feel like it is a normal class. So that's why on NumPy you have to work more and more. Python, okay, one stage, we good. Beyond that stage, you have to learn it. Once you are learning one subject, you have to learn more than everybody. Django, anything, database, you take it. Something high level, you need to learn it. Of course, that will come through faculty only. That level of teaching, you have to get it. Otherwise, you should not leave them. If you keep it quiet, they will try to run with 3 legs only. Instead of running 4 legs like a horse, they will run with 3 legs. 3 legs means you will fall down. Fall down means who's the problem? You only getting problem. You paid fees now. You have 100% right to get the good subject. Correct? That's why don't sit quiet and calm. You ask. Okay? Right. Come on. Now I will go to. Now I will go to. Who is this? Gangotri. For I in np.nd iter of a. What is that nd iter of a? What is the use of nd iter and nd enumerate? Yesterday I said to iterate the elements of nd array. For that purpose, we use what? nd iter and nd enumerate. And unsituationally, if you plot something, it's a problem. You are a doctor. You purchase one new machine in your hospital. A patient came. Actually, that patient doesn't require that machine help. You are taking that patient to test whether the machine is working or not and collecting the money for unnecessary test. Don't do that. What is the concept? You tell that concept only. Correct or not? Right. Now coming to the point back. Now I am going to enter into that. Gangotri wrong answer. Ma, listen my class. Is it clear or not clear? Yes. Now I am entering into the further. So these examples we will send you. This is called which concept? Indexing. So what you understood? How to get a single element from ND arrays. 1D array you know, 2D array you know, ND, that is ND indicate 3D, 2D, etc. All those multi-dimensional you got it. Now I am entering into the next area called what? Slicing. Slicing. Today or tomorrow? Tomorrow, you tired, huh? What I should feel morning 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Still I am explaining to you. Today or tomorrow? Huh? Tomorrow. Lazy people. So today only. Okay. See, online students, how important, how they are very sincere, how sincere they are. Today, tomorrow. Actually, boys need to say tomorrow. All boys are very good boys. Girls are saying tomorrow. Answer చెప్పేదిలా. Answer చక్కగా కూర్చోండి. So, need to tell answer. Today, tomorrow. Okay. So, anyhow, this slicing, because it's almost coming to last last part of it. Anyhow, tomorrow I will take a big even I'm planning to take tomorrow only. Why? Because if I start, because it's little difficult, little complex, very complex it is. Tomorrow class I will go for this slicing because it is a little difficult. For 1D slicing it is easy. For 2D onwards it's very difficult. 3D it will be more difficult. That's why tomorrow we will go for it. Don't miss tomorrow class. Okay now? Right. Carry on. All the best. Don't miss tomorrow class.